anybody other than came to play. A year ago, Jamie Josta from Hatebreed challenged me on his podcast to make a contemporary metal record. And I looked at him like he was crazy because I'm 62 at the time. And I said, a contemporary metal record. He said, D, your voice is iconic, your fucking energy, your passion, it's still there. You just need the right songs to connect with the mainstream metal audience. So I said, who's producing the record? And Jamie said, I'll produce the record. I said, well, let's fucking do it. So without a dollar, no record deal, nothing, just our own money from our own pockets, we all went to the studio and we started recording. And from the minute when I went in, I wasn't super sure about what would happen. Jamie's a friend, but Hatebreed is not Dee Snider. And I didn't know if he's going to give me a bunch of songs that just went, you know. And once I got in the studio and I heard the music, it just spoke to me, and I started to roar. And when I started to roar, Jamie and the Belmore brothers, who produced the record with him, were on the other side, and they're in the other room going, holy fuck, this is better than they thought, it was better than I thought. And then song after song, the record came together. Soon every metal label wanted the album. Napalm's amazing label, they've taken the record, and now Jamie and I are on the phone talking in disbelief. Pretty much the #1 new metal record in the world right now, and number 20 on the Billboard charts in the United States, with Kanye West, Drake, Taylor Swift, Panic in the Disco. I'm like a big fucking middle finger to all the pop bands, and there's Dee Snider sitting there in the pop charts for the first time in 35 fucking years. So thank you, Jamie Josta. That's all I gotta say. And today I'll be playing a lot of new music, as well as some Twisted Sister favorites. And one other thing I'll say before we get started is that with the reaction to this record and seeing people, I don't know if they were waiting or if they're ready or they're just glad to see Dee Snider back making new metal music, we have decided this winter we're going to the studio and we're starting to record the next album, For the Love of Metal 2, and it'll be out next spring. So by the time I get to festivals next year, I'll have 24 of my own songs to share with people, and you know, then of course some Twisted favorites as well. But I'm really looking forward to, now that I've found my place, my sound, my direction, to continuing to make new music moving forward. So there, listen out.
Were there any guests on your record that surprised you in the end when the songs were finished?
The biggest surprise was Elisa White-Clues. When Jamie, we wanted to have a female vocal on this song called Dead Hearts. It starts as a ballad, and then it kicks in. We wanted a contrast. And actually, Tarja and I were talking about her singing, but her schedule, she was working on her album, we couldn't work it out, and I'll do something with Tarja again in the future. So Jamie said, what about Elisa? I said, dude, she's fucking amazing, but she sings like a dude. And he was like, no, she's got range, she has other voices. I think she'd be great on this. I said, well, you know, I've never heard them. All I've heard her do is, you know, so, and she sent, because she recorded her vocals in her home studio, and when those vocals arrived, we were just, first of all, everybody just goosebumps, like, holy shit, you know, what a voice. And it was perfect because she sings so nice, and then I come in, you know, with my thing, and they contrast really well. So that was the biggest surprise.
When the time comes that you don't do music anymore, hopefully it will be far away in the future.
I thought it was already here.
How would you like to be remembered then?
My overall view of myself is an entertainer. You don't see it so much here, but in the States, I've been doing radio for 25 years, TV, too much reality TV. I've been on Broadway. I'm going out with this classical and classic rock production called Rocktopia, and I'm going out on the road with them. I'm singing Zeppelin and Aerosmith, stuff people never hear me sing. And so I do many other things. And I view, I'm a writer, and I, you know, I view myself as an entertainer. So I hope that in the end people say, he fucking entertained us. But now I'd like him to add, in a very metal way. In a very metal way. And as far as, like I said, I didn't think I was going to be doing any more of this. Now it seems like I'm back. And I'm back and I'm happy about it. I mean, I just didn't think, look, I've been going to see contemporary metal bands, going to festivals, you know, there are those, Gene Simmons, who say rock and roll is dead. And I've openly argued with him about this. I say, obviously you're not going to the right places. Because the shows I'm going to with my kids and the bands I'm seeing, yeah, they're not Kiss and Ozzy. It's not like that big anymore. Now it's compartmentalized. But you go to these local shows and you see great musicians, great bands, great passionate players, and the audience is passionate, singing every fucking word. It matters. And so I've loved this, I've been a fan of it. I just didn't think I would be able to find a place in there, even though I wanted a place in there. And thank you, Jamie Josta, for telling me, oh yeah, you got a place. And people, and the reaction's been so positive, I'm glad he was right.